This radio show is more important than any other mainstream media outlet.
The Breakfast Club.
Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it.
Wake up and go. You think I'm gonna come here when this ain't hot?
DJ Envy and Charlamagne the God.
Being here next to all of you guys, it's really big.
It's one of my favorite shows to do, just because y'all always keep it 100, y'all keep it real. But what better place than here?
I think everybody should go on the Breakfast Club and start with that if you want to shake it up.
Good morning, USA! Yo, 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 yo.
Charlamagne the God.
Peace to the planet, it's Monday!
Yes, and our special guest host, Loren Lorosa, is here this morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Good morning, Loren. Damn, my candles ain't lit.
They started to light one of them, but...
Yeah, we need some new candles.
I'm going to be honest with you. No, I'm not going to say nothing. Never mind.
Well, we just got back from Vegas. Shout out to everybody that was at the
iHeart
Radio Music Festival. We had, I had a great time. I'm sure Charlamagne did as well. We got a chance to see so many different artists perform from different genres, from Lenny Kravitz to Kelly Clarkson to Travis Scott, TLC,
Kelly
Public
Clarkson
Enemy,
bodied it, by the
Public
way.
Enemy.
Public Enemy. First of all, there was nothing more amazing than watching Public Enemy say Elvis was racist and plain Mother F him and John Wayne to a 90% white audience.
That's right.
Probably 95% white audience. Older white audience.
Yeah, 96%.
That was incredible.
Have y'all adjusted from the flight?
Nah, I haven't yet.
I didn't think about it. Yeah, I didn't think about it. I was good.
Lil Durk performed, brought out J. Cole.
Lil Durk brought out J. Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Envy finally realized that Lil Wayne is top 5.
Yeah, Lil Wayne he gets busy.
Really top 3 if you're being objective.
Envy, how old are you?
What does that mean?
Because
why are you afraid to say your age?
How did you just realize that?
You know what?
In all your years of living.
I'll be honest, because since I'm from New York,
I forgot you did the 50 Wayne thing.
No, but I'm such a big New York lover of music, so I was always into
he's delusional.
Notorious B.I.G. I was always into Hove. I was always into my New York rappers. That's what I love.
What's that got to do with Wayne?
Because I never really opened my mind.
Now you bugging.
I'm serious.
Impossible. Lil Wayne has went platinum 2 times.
Of course, you know
the
Lil Wayne records, but it didn't have an impact like some of these New York rappers had on me.
Even as a DJ?
As a DJ, yeah, I played the records, but growing up in New York City, we didn't play a lot of the South.
I'm glad you finally got out of
your
didn't play a lot of the
South.
I'm glad you got out your borough.
If it wasn't for Wayne, New York wouldn't have one of his biggest artists, which is Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have one of the biggest artists in the world, which is Drake.
Yeah, of course.
So there's no way to ignore Lil Wayne's impact.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, he killed it. He killed it this week, and destroyed it.
I'm going to tell you what else I realized. Kelly Clarkson, Since You've Been Gone, that's like dreams and nightmares for white people. Yo.
Definitely is.
I mean, I love the record, too.
Absolutely.
But it's really like dreams and nightmares.
Some of the realizations that y'all are making are just very late.
Since You've Been Gone. No,
yes.
we knew it was incredible. It's white people's dreams and nightmares. You know how dreams and nightmares starts off low,
slow,
and then it gets hype. Oh my God, man!
And the whole time, breathe.
Oh man! Oh, classic.
And I'm just telling you, in the new year, I'm changing my whole look. I'm Lenny Kravitz from now on. He's just the coolest mother effer on the face of this planet.
That's how a man says another man is fine.
Yeah.
Without trying to say he's fine. He really just want to say, damn, Lenny Kravitz fine.
I'm going to go get myself some leather pants.
That. He want to be for the rest of my life.
What's his chest out?
I'm going to have my chest out. He got some shoes with just a little heel on it. New Year, watch.
Not envying the
New Year,
heel.
new me. Watch.
New Year, new kitten.
Damn.
New kitten. Just a little heels, a little kitten.
Oh, kitten heels. Okay. All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. All right, we got front page news. Teslin Figaro will be joining us, and of course, in the room report, I seen Drake kind of upset with you this morning, Charlamagne.
Ooh, for all the dogs.
Like 9 times. That's all he got. Oh God. We'll talk about that too when we come back. So don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We have Loren Lorosa, our special guest host. And let's get in some front page news. All right, let's start off with sports. Now, yesterday, the Lions beat the Falcons, the Packers beat the Saints, Chargers beat the Vikings, Texans beat the Jaguars, Dolphins beat the Broncos 70-20. 70 points the Dolphins scored. Jesus.
Now, drop on the clues bombs for the Dolphins. They look great.
70 points. I had to check it like 3 times.
I didn't think that was real either.
Like, it can't be 70.
I didn't think that was real either. But I'm going to tell you something, man. You lose 70-20, you might need to just throw a towel in on the whole season. I know it's 13 games left in the regular season, but damn, 13, 14 something, but damn.
The Bills beat the Commanders 37-3. The Patriots beat the Jets. Colts beat the Ravens. Browns beat the Titans. Seahawks beat the Panthers. The Chiefs beat the Bears. The Cardinals beat the Cowboys. Jesus. Steelers beat the Raiders.
Still going to the Super Bowl.
No, you're not.
What you mean? No, we not. It's only 3 games into the season.
You a Cowboys fan?
You're damn right.
Yeah, I don't know much about football, but I wanted to check on you yesterday too. I saw everybody on my timeline.
You ain't check on us when we won 40-0 against the Giants, when we won
you should have checked on me that day.
Yeah, because I was like, I think he's a Cowboys fan. I know this can't be sitting well in his spirit. He's not on Twitter, but I know you felt it.
Any given Sunday.
He was on the plane too. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Any given Sunday can happen to anybody.
Now tonight the Eagles take on the Buccaneers and the Rams take on the Bengals.
And also too, salute to Russell Wilson. He plays for the Denver Broncos, right? Mm-hmm. He was on the receiving end of that 70-point loss. And I know people always talked about Sierra's prayer for Russell Wilson. Right. People need to start praying for Russell, period. All right?
Okay.
Pray for that whole situation in Denver because it hasn't looked good since he's been there.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting. What up, Taz?
What's going on? Y'all gonna just pass over Colorado? Y'all not gonna talk about Colorado?
What you mean?
The score on Colorado?
That they lost?
Yes.
I mean, we didn't do no other Colorado.
No, we didn't do that one. I don't report it when they lose, only when they win.
Oh, okay. Exactly. It don't exist.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. All right, let's jump right into it. The government shutdown.
Yeah, we've heard this story many, many times over. It is so old, but less than a week before a potential government shutdown, once again, there's no clear resolution in sight. Lawmakers are split on whether the country should brace for the wide-ranging impacts on a shutdown. Now, in the House, that is where most of the fighting is happening. It's some internal fighting with the Republicans, and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy has struggled to unite them to bring a deal to come together. Let's listen to what he had to say.
Look, I don't think anybody wins a shutdown. Think for one moment what a shutdown does. Stops paying our troops. How do you have more leverage in that situation? I've watched shutdown after shutdown. Everybody loses. And the only way you're able to achieve that is you pass the appropriation bills that we passed out of committee. That's why we've been working so hard.
So, question, if the government does shut down, what exactly happens? And doesn't this happen every year? I feel like every year this happens. They don't do like a long contract.
Yeah, it happens all of the time, and it's really old. Every time, they use it as leverage to get, certain things that they want. Not really giving a damn, who it affects. Hopefully, they'll come to some type of agreement. But in this case, to answer your question, a lot of people would not be paid, and a lot of services would stop. And I'll just break this down quickly. Those who are determined essential employees, and those are people who protect public safety, national security, they still would go on, with being able to work, but they would not be paid, during that time. The non-essential employees, which is everybody else, they will be put onto a furlough and would not get paid as well. Now, the whole thing about that is even though the employees who are required to work would not be paid, they still would not be paid until after the shutdown is over. So bottom line, simply put, a lot of services would stop. All employees would stop being paid. Some would be paid, back paid once they return to work, and others would not. So a lot of stuff that would happen if they go into a shutdown. So we'll see. And it's just a handful of far-right Republicans who are holding this up.
When will elected officials remember that they are public servants and they're here to serve the needs of the public? There is no way you care about the American people if you are willing to let the government shut down simply for your own personal interest. The fact that they use this as leverage to get what they want but aren't thinking about the needs of the American people at all, once again, when will elected officials remember that they are public servants here to serve the needs of the public? It's not about them.
Nah. All right. Well, that is front page news. Now, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, something's on your mind, you had a great weekend or a horrible weekend, whatever it may be. Maybe a team won this weekend, maybe a team lost. Maybe you had a great weekend with your wife or your husband, whatever it may be. 800-585-1051. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up!
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hello, this is A-Rod from West Palm Beach.
Yo, why you yelling? It's Monday. Relax, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, Rod, you good, man? Get it off your chest, brother.
Yo, I just want to let you guys know that my wife and I just finally became entrepreneurs.
Oh, okay. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we started a business. It's called Mini Me West Palm Beach. And we make mini-me's of you, 3D sandstone figurines.
Okay. Oh, that's dope.
They look just like you.
Okay. Well,
look
what's
just
your
like
Instagram?
who? Who is you?
I mean, the people who do it.
What do people order them for?
Basically, we do athletes. We do, mommy who's in maternity mode.
That's dope.
We do firemen, policemen. Charlamagne, you gotta check us out on Instagram at MiniMe WPB. Tell me what you think.
Okay, I will do.
Mini-Me WPD, you said?
Yeah, MiniMe WPB.
Okay. All right, brother. Hello, who's this?
Yo, this Chris. What up?
Chris, what up? What's going on?
Hey, man, I want to first get off my chest. I called Charlamagne now.
I'm right here, my brother.
Yeah, I called like a couple weeks ago. I was telling y'all about the stylist, Chelsea Ashley _. You had said her name wrong. You said Chelsea. Like it's Chelsea. I just wanted to get that out there.
I know Kelsey. Stylist Kelsey, right?
Yeah, yeah, stylist Kelsey. I was telling Charlamagne about her last time, man. We were proud of her. Me and my girl, she's a killer. We're proud of everything she's doing.
Yeah, she put the jewelry on Gunna, the Beyond Measure.
Oh, that's dope.
Exactly, yeah, but Charlamagne said the name wrong last time. I wanted to clear it up.
What's her name?
What I really wanted
He
to
said
get
Kelsey.
Kelsey. Okay.
Yeah, Kelsey Ashley _ on Instagram, man. Both of y'all should follow her.
Okay, brother. What else you got?
But what I wanted to get off my chest was, I'm a new father. I got a 2-year-old daughter. Right now, me and my girl going to school. I'm working, but we have our situation like it's good right now with my mom watching her and stuff. But I think when should we start sending her like to daycare or preschool and stuff like that, so she could be around other kids and know how to interact. But right now she's learning her colors, everything. She's good, but I just don't want to hold her back from, you know what I'm saying, like getting around getting that school fast.
It's funny, I just had that conversation over the weekend. For different parents, they believe in different things. See, I believe in putting my kids in school early. So I think I put her in like 17 months, 16 months, just so she could be around kids her age, instead of just being at home the whole day. So she's out, she can, speak sentences, she can read off of cue cards. She can do a lot of things that a lot of kids can't necessarily do because I started her early. So I started mine early. Some people won't start their kids to 3 years old, but I start mine early.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking, man. Cause she's 2 right now, so we probably will wait till like 3.
Yeah.
I just that paranoia, like the parent anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Like I be so nervous. I don't want her being around other people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. But it's for me. Most of these daycares have cameras in them now where you can see 24/7 what your kids are doing. But I just like the fact that the kids are going to be playing with kids their size and their age and learning things that that I probably wouldn't teach them or not having them on TV or that iPad all day long. So for me, that was my decision.
That's your youngest?
My youngest, yeah.
Was it like that with your oldest, or did you take more time?
My oldest took a little extra because I was a parent, yeah. But now, I got 6, so it's like get them in there early. They start learning, and that's what it was. But good luck, though, Chris.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Appreciate it.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
First, get it up.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Keep calling.
800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, Andy. Hi, Charlamagne. Hi, Loren.
Peace.
Hi, good morning.
This is Obioma.
Hey, Obioma.
Charlamagne, I want to thank you for the donation.
Oh, see? That's what happens when you send a link I can use.
Well, I'm not going to go back and forth. Thank you.
All love.
Thank you for the donation. I sent you your letter for IRS for your taxes.
I got it. Thank you very much.
Okay. Envy, please do not dress like Lenny Kravitz, please.
I'm about to. I'm about to start a new year. I'm going to buy me like 10 pair of leather pants.
It's not going to look the same on you.
No, it's not.
It's not going to look the same,
I don't know
sweetie.
how it's
It's
going to
just
look until I
not.
try
Your
it.
wife loves you the way you are.
Nope.
Yeah.
Just leave it alone. But I just want to also, any woman who has a small business in the New York area, please follow Watch Her Win and send me a message if you're available. In October, I got a partnership with Capital One, and we're going to be doing some lunch and learns for small business women in small business.
Okay. Thank you.
And I love you guys. Have a great day. Envy, the classic was okay. Maybe a little more work, but it was okay.
Yeah. I just think, next year will be better because I think we got better schools.
Damn. How you just going to defecate on Morehouse like that? Morehouse is one of the biggest HBCUs of all time.
And you thought about it too.
He did.
You thought about it. I thought you was going to say something.
No,
nice.
don't do that. Don't do that.
I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but see, the problem is Morehouse and Albany State. There's not a lot of alumni that went to Albany State in the area. Gotcha. So the problem is you don't have that many people wanting to go. So if it would have been like a Howard or a Hampton or a Morgan schools,
I feel like I went when it was Morehouse Howard.
Right,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
It wasn't packed in either.
It was packed 35,000 people.
But listen, the message is that we have to support HBCUs.
Yes, we have to support HBCUs, absolutely.
It can't be just the top schools that everybody knows about. That is the problem.
Yeah, I agree.
Like with this affirmative action rollback, and it's going to be harder for some of our kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just have to support HBCUs in general. It's not about which school is playing.
Right.
It's about the HBCU spirit in general, okay?
No, you're absolutely right.
All right. Love you guys. Have a great day.
Also, too, now that I think about it, even if it was 35,000 people at Morehouse Howard, if you're having it in a venue that holds 82,500,
right,
and you've been to that venue when it was packed, it don't look packed.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's at MetLife Stadium, which is 82,500 people. I've been to MetLife Stadium for Cowboys games, Jets games.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there for Ed Sheeran.
Mm-hmm.
They're being ambitious though, and they're overplaying.
It's growing.
Yeah, I'd rather them that than it being a small venue and everybody sitting outside complaining they couldn't get in. And
I mean, it's
this is why we
don't go a little smaller.
You gotta leave room to manifest.
The bad thing about it is not too many venues around here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
can hold those type of football games. But it is going to continue to grow. And as like the lady said, we continue to support more and more HBCUs. It will get packed and more and more.
I'll do it down south. If you do it down south,
that's the
where a
whole
lot
thing.
of the schools are.
They have all the classics down south. The whole idea was to show people on the East Coast what the HBCU games look like. Because
I get it.
In the South, they have the classics.
Yeah,
whether it's Orlando or Jacksonville or...
They could always use Del State's campus.
Oh, we definitely
nobody not going to Delaware.
Don't do that to us. Do not do that to us. Don't do that. Don't do that.
There'll be two people out there.
Cool.
Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up. Now, we got rumors on the way. Lauren, give us a little tease.
Yes, we are going to be talking about Usher. He is headlining the Super Bowl.
Come on now. I feel like we called that already.
Yeah, I think the people knew. Yep. We knew. The way that his Vegas show is set up, they didn't have a choice.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk about that next. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We have Loren Lorosa, our special guest host. And let's get to the rumors.
Loren Lorosa. So I've been here for a little bit. I've been here for a minute.
Made it. This is the rumor report.
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
On The Breakfast Club.
Lauren came in hot.
You know, I came in telling the truth. So Usher is going to be headlining the Super Bowl. I think the world called this after that residency that he did in Vegas. Mm-hmm. And this is the first time that this will be taking place in Vegas. So it's an historic moment. He talked about this. He said, "This is an honor of a lifetime to finally check a Super Bowl performance off my bucket list. I can't wait to bring the world a show unlike anything else they've seen before." Now, he has an album that's also coming out. So his 9th studio album, Coming Home, will also arrive around the Super Bowl, which most artists do because it's a huge stage, huge platform.
Absolutely.
Smart.
His catalog is just, he has so much he could choose from, so many people he could bring out, so much he could do. Where do y'all think Usher is going to go for the Super Bowl? What are we going to get?
I mean, it's 13 minutes. You're gonna get a brief summary of Usher's career in 13 minutes. That's what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a little bit of everything from every album.
Heavy Atlanta. You're probably gonna see the roller skating. You're gonna everything that Usher does. You're gonna see all together. You're definitely gonna see Yes. You're definitely gonna see Lovers and Friends.
Right.
That's what I meant. Songs. What songs?
It's gonna be a lot. I mean, it's gonna be a lot. Drop one of Clues bombs for Rock Nation. Okay, because Rock Nation has done it again. Y'all hate Rock Nation's affiliation with the NFL, but y'all love the halftime shows they put together, don't you?
Oh, I'm excited.
Because none of this happens without Rock Nation. You do know that, right? The Dr. Dre and Snoops, the Rihannas, the Ushers. None of this happens without Rock Nation.
Now, the rollout to announce the fact that Usher was doing the Super Bowl or is doing the Super Bowl was also fire as well.
I thought that was dope too.
There's a bunch of different videos he did, and they sunk it to the Usher Confessions video.
I saw that.
Yep.
But they led with Kim Kardashian. We have audio of that commercial.
Hello? Yo, I'm in the booth. I'm gonna call you right back.
Wait, can you talk?
Nah, I just gotta put this one part down. I'm gonna call you back.
Wait, it's Kim.
I'm at the studio, man.
I finally got the answer to those rumors. It's not about me, it's about you. You're doing the Super Bowl.
Quit playing with me, man.
You're playing the Apple Music halftime show in Vegas.
No, for real, don't play like that.
I don't have time to play. 1, I'm busy. 2, you're doing the Super Bowl.
Are you serious?
Usher, listen to me.
How you know?
I know everything. I've seen you in Vegas twice, but this one's gotta be different.
I didn't even see this
Put
one.
that on everything.
I see the Deion Sanders one. The Deion Sanders
I
was
put
hard.
that on everything.
Damn.
So it'll be like me, my entire family, all my kids, maybe like 5 to 10 friends.
Stop
Who
it.
should I send my ticket request to?
I'm gonna call you back.
Wait, we'll be in touch.
I'm gonna call you back.
By the way,
I thought Deion Sanders one was dope.
The one I liked the most was the one with older Usher talking to younger Usher. The Kim and Dion, we didn't.
I think it depends on where you at,
That
where
was
you
dope.
at in like life and like trending and what's going on. Because this one I thought was fire, especially because they led with it because there were so many rumors that Usher, there was like a whole possible thing with Kim because she
I
kept
didn't know
going
that.
to the. It's because she kept going to the show. She was there like
But
multiple
it's a
times.
phenomenal show. She went twice. It wasn't multiple, Lauren.
No, she went like 4 times.
She says in the commercial herself she's been twice.
It felt like 5.
I didn't hear those rumors.
I didn't hear that either.
It was a thing.
But if I lived
but
in
I know
LA, I
Usher's
would
in a
go twice, too.
relationship. So, but no, I've been to the show. I understood what. Do you know that girl, the stripper
I'm
that
going in
slides
October.
down?
Mhm.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh
Going in
wow, yes. Well, yeah, it's an amazing show. But I thought all those leaders.
Well, what about
were
the
great.
stripper?
So there's this stripper
Okay.
that Usher has after they do like the opening skating scene. She's in white. She like slides down and she like claps with everything but her hands, and it's just an amazing show.
That's all you remember? I thought
That was the
I
best.
hope we
best
see that
part.
at the Super Bowl.
That would be
I
dope
hope
to
we
see
bring
that at
this
the
to
Super Bowl. Yeah, absolutely.
And listen, we said Usher in Vegas for 2024, 2025. Lil Wayne, Drake, and friends in New Orleans.
Of course.
Come
That'd
on,
be
man.
fire.
Come on now.
Speaking
Come on
of
now.
Speaking of Drake.
Speaking of Drake, you talked to your friend today, Charlamagne?
What do you mean?
Drake.
No.
Drake.
What happened?
Well, okay. So this morning, Drake was a little bit upset about some things that you had to say. I want to. Do we have the audio?
What did I say?
I'm gonna let the people know what you said first, and then we'll get into it.
Drake put out a song last Friday, and nobody cared.
What was the song?
The Drake and SZA record.
No, people, that just dropped, and people do like
It came out last Friday, and it came out last Friday, and people just started talking about the lyrics yesterday because I saw people. I remember I'm in the group chat, and I'm like, damn, Drake put out this record Friday, and people just get into the lyrics on a Monday.
I mean,
that's not Drake. Like, he's gonna be fine regardless. I just think that it's also when you think about. You look at the album cover and you hear the title for All My Dogs. I think we was looking for something a little bit more harder, a little bit more aggressive.
Let's see what happens.
Okay, so after these comments, and I will say I do agree with the fact that the song came and went, and the biggest point of it was the Halle Berry situation.
It's
Drake,
going to debut at number 1, they saying, though.
it's Drake, of course. Like, he could literally put out a song with no words, not even him on it, and it would do that. But so after this, Drake went to his Insta story. He posted a few things. So he posted some photos of you, and then he actually removed it, but I screenshotted it. He posted a message. He said, "Are you okay, Leonard? You're kind of weirding Leonard. Sorry,
It's Leonard.
You're kind of weirding me out, G. Like, you really obsessed with me or something for years. Like you look in the mirror and wish you saw my reflection. Whatever you gotta do to let it out. I'm sure all 435 of your loyal fans will stand by you. You effing goof."
And then he called me off-brand Mars Chestnut.
He did.
I agree with that.
And he put the picture of you with the sweater where you're like really trying to channel it in. Like you were trying hard.
I agree with that. Definitely.
You definitely had a
Oh, man.
more chestnut move. But I
want to tell y'all something, but you're not going to believe me because I'm lying. But Drake and I plan this out every time he drops an album. I'm part of the album rollout. He drops a record, I critique it. It brings more attention to the record, more attention to the project. I keep telling Drake he doesn't need me to do that. He's Drake, but for whatever reason, he wants me to do it, so I oblige. Okay?
I don't believe you.
I'm just telling you. It wasn't always like that, though. Back in the day, I can honestly say I was hating on Drake for fun. It was hilarious, at least to me. Like, he posted one this morning that I forgot I even said, where I said it was a
three
sexual orientations. Jay, straight, and Drake.
Yes.
Hilarious. All right. But that's just hate. Okay. But after back to back, and he sent the bottles with the note, let's be friends, we came to an understanding. And we agreed whenever he drops certain songs, I will hate on them in order to bring more attention to the record. I don't think he needs it. I think it's crazy that he wants me to still do that. But,
So you actually like slime you out, whatever.
No.
So then.
I think Charlamagne has a problem with light-skinned brothers. Me and Drake, he just don't like.
No, it's not that either. I just told y'all what it was, but I'm lying, so it don't matter.
See?
But,
But can we just agree that you don't look like Morris Chestnut? Nothing around you looks like Morris Chestnut. You don't remind me of Morris Chestnut.
Says he gets mistaken.
Oh my goodness.
Morris Chestnut says that he's gotten mistaken for me. It's not my fault. Why y'all be mad at God's engineer? I don't understand this.
God's plan.
God's engineering to me
God's
that
plan.
y'all get upset at God's engineering.
No, this photo right here, there's a photo that Drake posted with the sweater.
Come on now. Come on, Loren, say it.
He don't look like no goddamn Morris Chestnut.
It's not that you look like him.
Loren!
Come on, Loren.
I think the editor did a really good job
There
of
you go.
making you feel like it was there. Like this is AI or something.
Go to the other one where he got a beard.
Whatever y'all want to say.
Go to the other one. Go back.
Come on now.
Some of them not there
Morris.
anymore.
Come on now.
He erased him.
Come on now.
Oh, he erased the
he
beard
took some
one.
of them
Come on
down.
now. For all the dogs. When For All the Dogs dropping? When is it?
They didn't say. OVO!
You know.
For All the
This
Dogs
Friday,
is
right?
dropping
This Friday.
October 6th. Yes.
October
Can we
6th.
play a
October
Drake- Can we
6th.
play a Drake song, please? I think it's only right. Come on, you can't find.
Which one?
I know you got there's a zillion of them in there.
Play the record with Drake and SZA.
I gotta pull it out.
What
You
is
looking for
happening
it.
today? No Drake song. You up here acting like Morris Chestnut.
What do you mean? I just told you.
got
Nobody
one?
gonna believe it. That's why I don't be saying nothing. I just be keeping stuff into myself.
What does this do for his music, though?
That's what I be trying to say. I'm like, you don't need it. You Drake.
Drake's
Shout out to Champagne
big,
Poppy.
But he
He
wants
gonna
me
be
to
number
hate
one.
on it because to bring more attention to the situation.
The song is actually good, though. I just
There you
think
go,
that
right there. See?
the Halle Berry stuff took over.
There you go. Yes. OVO Elon. All right, let's get into the Drake joint featuring SZA. We got front page news next. It's Drake featuring SZA.
That's right.
Slide
I get paid regardless. Play it.
Slide me out.
Hey, I'm on.
It's the Breakfast Club.
payroll.
Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our special guest co-host, Loren Lorosa, with us. And let's get in some front page news. Now we can run through the sports quickly. The Lions beat the Falcons. Packers beat the Saints. Chargers beat the Vikings. Texans beat the Jaguars. Dolphins beat the Broncos 70-20. Jesus Christ. I looked at that game like 4 times to just see if it was really 70.
Somebody pray for Russell Wilson. I think Russell Wilson ready to retire, man. There's no way that you can be in a situation like that, especially coming from a great system like Seattle. And I don't know what he was expected to do in Denver, but he hasn't done it thus far.
That's the highest point I can remember ever seeing.
I think the highest score ever was 73 points. I think they actually could have tied that, but they chose not to.
Really?
Yeah. I think it was 70. Was it 72 or 73? 72. Oh, they could have broke it with a field goal. Yeah, and they chose not to. Yep.
Wow. Well, the Bills beat the Commanders, Browns beat the Titans, Colts beat the Ravens, Patriots beat the Jets, the Chiefs beat the Bears, Seahawks beat the Panthers, Cardinals beat the Cowboys, Steelers beat the Raiders. How you feel that you lost to the Cardinals?
It's football. Any given Sunday, it happens.
You know we beat the Cardinals, but then you guys beat us.
So what? We beat y'all 40-0. That's my point. It's football. Any given Sunday, anybody.
Twitter said
can
it
lose.
wasn't even an Eagle; it was a Cardinal.
That means nothing. Listen, we're 3 games into the season. You know what I mean?
You still think you're going to Super Bowl?
Yes, 100%. The Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl.
So you think you're going to? Okay. All right.
You know, it's only been one undefeated team in the history of the NFL, right?
I do know.
You do know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then they lost.
No, they won the Super Bowl. That was the Miami Dolphins.
Wasn't the Patriots undefeated and they lost to Giants?
Yes. Once again, there's only one undefeated team in the history of the NFL, and it was the Miami Dolphins. The New England Patriots were undefeated all throughout the regular season, all throughout the playoffs.
Did the Giants bust their ass?
My point is, you lose games. It happens.
Well, you're not going to Super Bowl. But hey, Taz.
Hey, what's going on? The Breakfast Club. I'm letting y'all get y'all little football beef out the way. The Writers Guild looks like they've reached a tentative deal to end the strike. This happened yesterday evening. Union leaders in Hollywood studios reached a tentative agreement Sunday to end the historic screenwriter strike after nearly 5 months, though no deal is in the works for the striking actors. Now, the Writers Guild of America announced the deal in a joint statement with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, the group that represents the studios, the streaming services, and production companies in negotiations. Now, the deal still must be approved by the Guild's board and members before the strike officially ends, and they have not announced the terms of the deal. What are your thoughts on that?
Something's going to change. What's about to change? What's going to happen now? Because you can't have a strike like this, a deal be made, and then everything just go back regular.
What do I think is going to happen? I think that studios and production companies are going to be very tight with the projects they bring on. I don't think that they're going to be bringing on any projects that they don't plan to make. You know how there was a time where they would just sign things and things would be in development.
Yep.
I think those days are over. I think the days of pilots and all that stuff might be over.
Too much insurance risk.
That's right. I think they're not going to sign anything that they don't plan to actually put out. So it's going to be very, very hard to sell shows, is what I'm saying.
Will we get around?
Well, this agreement comes just 5 days before the strike would have become the longest in the Guild's history and the longest Hollywood strike more than 70 years. So hopefully they'll come to a deal, and we'll see, about the actors, because what about them?
Yeah, you still got the actor strike going on. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
So,
somebody got to act in the movie, so
Jesus.
We'll see how that goes.
Now let's talk about pandemic aid.
Yeah, this is crazy. Pandemic aid officials, they overpaid the renters that they gave the money in order to get through the pandemic. And they said, we messed up and we want you to pay us back. So state and local agencies that distributed federal aid to renters who were facing eviction during the pandemic are now scrambling to claw back millions of dollars in overpayments from renters in Minnesota, Delaware, Texas, North Carolina, and Alaska. They're trying to recover $46 billion in emergency rental assistance that Congress gave them, and it was all a clerical error.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think those people have that money, and I don't think they should have to give it back. You give us all this money during the pandemic, during COVID, where I can't work, I'm having problems, and I'm probably using that money to buy food or to pay for things that I need to, and now you're saying I need it back? Nah.
Right.
That's not fair.
And it was in 2020 and 2021. So, here we are going into 2024, and they saying, hey, the government saying, let me get that back. So just one quick example on, so you can get an idea of the type of money they're asking back. One renter, they've asked for $10,000. They asked her to return it in 30 days. She says she doesn't have it. And this isn't going too well. Delaware has only recovered $204,000 of the $1.6 million that they're trying to recover.
you know
And
Delaware ain't
Minnesota-
giving nothing back.
First of all, we're not going to do the Delaware slander today, okay? We are not.
In Minnesota, they have only recovered $500,000 of the $1.3 million. So good luck with that. The government said we need you to run that back. Everybody,
It's not the renter's fault that they got overpaid.
No, they got to eat that loss.
That's right. That's a government oversight. They got to eat that.
That's a heck of a clerical error, though. Like, how do you do? What button wrong do you push?
And
like,
think
how
about
do
it. A lot of us are praying people, right? You know what I'm saying? Just humans in general are praying people. If you was praying for some type of relief and you was praying for some type of blessing to come in and you got it in this form,
That's right.
That's what you looking at it as. You done went to God and thank God. You done gave some of that money to tithes and offerings. You done did everything you need to do.
Yep.
And now all of a sudden they're going to ask people who never had it in the first place to give it back? Get the F
That's
out
right.
of here, man.
Yeah,
that's
ain't
crazy.
off.
Take it out the Ukraine budget, as far as I'm concerned.
Word on.
Yep.
Y'all definitely overpaying Ukraine as far as I can see.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Whatever.
Well, that is front page news. Thank you, Tez.
Absolutely.
And make sure you subscribe to Tedlin Figaro's podcast, The Straight Shot No Chaser podcast on the Black Effect iHeartRadio podcast network, and follow at Tedlin Figaro on all social media platforms.
All right, thank you, Tez. When we come back, 800-585-1051. Now, Lauren Lorosa is our guest co-host. She was telling us about Ari Fletcher doing an interview with Carisha.
Yes.
And she was saying, what was she saying?
Oh, Lord. So it was a live interview, and Carisha asked her, how is it co-parenting with G Herbo? She's hard to pass up on. She looks great. Body looks good. Does he still try and get at you? And she said, he says things, which of course the crowd went crazy, meaning that he does still, like, I'm assuming, like, flirt or say little things that imply that he would try. But she made it clear that they're never ever in a setting where he could even really actually try it, but he has said certain things.
You know, with all the ass, it's hard to pass on you. How's it co-parenting with her? We still be trying to you, because I'm quite sure when he tried your son off, he be like, damn, look at that ass. It's like, how's the co-parenting for real? And do he still be trying to you?
He says things, but we're never in a setting where he can be like, yeah, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't never.
So what you be saying? What's your response?
I think it's a joke. Like, I don't even take him serious. Like, sometimes, you know, if you overdo it, it's like, okay, stop, you doing too much. Like, you know, I got a like, that's, you know, but
respect me.
I don't take him serious like that. So it's just be like, boy.
What does that mean?
I mean, obviously it's things that, like, if she would be with it, they would try it again.
See, I need nowadays when people say stuff like that, they got to be specific, because if you leave it to people's imaginations, they're going to jump out the window.
What you mean?
They're going to jump out the window with every possible crazy scenario when G Herbo just might be like, oh, you look nice today. You know, seriously.
No, but the way Carisha,
I like your outfit. You know what I mean?
One thing you're gonna do is find a way to take up for a king.
I'm just saying, we don't know what this man is saying, but we just assuming.
We don't know, and this is no shade toward G Herbo, but I feel like the proof of it is in the pudding here. Like literally, Carisha said, "Your body looks good." She's talking about things that it's like.
Carisha said all those things she feels.
If you comment on that, that's a step too far. We just co-parent.
We don't know if G Herbo said any of that.
Well, this is the reason why a lot of people don't want to date people with kids, because they feel like it always leaves the door open to flirt,
that's not necessarily
to holler.
true.
But a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, but that's not true.
Let's open up the phone lines. Let's discuss. 800-585-1051. Would you not talk to somebody with a child because you feel like it always leaves the door open for their ex? Let's discuss. 800-585-1051. What about you, Loren?
I've been there, done that. And the door be like cracked sometimes. So
it be cracked over a little
bit?
bit?
It does, yeah. I don't have kids, but I was in a relationship with somebody that did have kids. But I will say that it gets to a point where that person, whether it's the guy or the girl who is that middle person, they have to draw the line. Like, it's because you can't watch what someone's doing when you're not there. And you have to trust them to be able to raise their parent and have a relationship with the other parent. So I do think that the door is always somewhat cracked on someone's side. Your person just has to know not to step through the door.
All right, let's talk about it when we come back. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got our special guest co-host, Loren Lorosa, with us. Now, if you're just joining us, Loren was telling us about Ari doing an interview with Carisha.
Yes, so Ari Fletcher sat down with Carisha for a live Carisha Please at the Revolt World over the weekend. And they talked about her co-parenting with G Herbo, during which time she insinuated that he still kind of flirts a little bit.
So we were asking 800-585-1051. You know, they have kids with each other. We were saying, ladies or fellas, would you date somebody with kids? You know, because some people say that if you date somebody with a kid, the door for their past relationship is always open.
That's not true.
It is always open on someone's side. Just one person has to decide that they don't want whatever to happen.
I highly disagree with that.
Well, Loren, she's dated somebody with a child before, and you said that door was open, right?
Oh yeah.
What you mean that door was open?
If at any point he wanted to go back and deal with the mother of that child, he could have. He actually did a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
How fresh was it?
It was very fresh. It was a very fresh situation.
Yeah, I think that there's plenty of situations where people have kids and the kids are older and they have no desire to go back to the baby father or the baby mother. That was just a moment in time where they had children. Like, I know plenty of situations where the door is completely closed, you know, and those two people, they just co-parent, and in a lot of cases they've moved on to other relationships, they've gotten married again and things of that nature. I don't think that's always the case, that you always got a chance just because you have a child with her.
I can see both sides, because I know a lot of fellas that feel like if they're with a woman before, especially if they have a child, that they can always go back. They always feel that confident.
Especially if they're financially taking care of that woman.
That's just arrogance, though.
It is.
I mean, that's men.
Yeah, that's arrogance and ego, but that don't mean that that's the case. That woman he might feel like that, but that woman might be like, hell no.
My point, it has one person in that situation has to say no. But there's a door somewhere.
Monica.
With Mo.
Hey, Mo. What's up, Mo?
Peace, Mo.
Hey, how you doing?
Blessed, black, and highly favored. How are you?
All right, I'm doing good.
Now, what you think, Mo?
Well, my thing is, I'm married to someone that has another child outside my marriage.
Mo, your phone sound crazy, Mo.
Your phone sound like you need a new man, because you can't afford a phone on your own.
Damn it, man.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that, Chuck, man. I love you. Okay?
I love you, too. You a mermaid? Why you calling us from underwater?
Now, take us off speaker, Mo. Take us off
Bluetooth. Hold on.
Walking around with that Bluetooth. Walking around with that Bluetooth in your ear looking 67 for no damn reason.
Stupid.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Okay, can you hear me now?
A lot better. Now, what were you saying, Mo?
I was saying that I'm married to someone that has a child of his own, and I have 2 kids of my own outside of our marriage. So, of course, I would date someone that has another child, as long as that sexual part of the relationship is over with.
Yeah, and how do you know when that sexual part of the relationship is over with?
You just gotta trust it.
Because when you the way they react with each other when they're around each other, I mean, it's just strictly about the kids. I mean, like with my situation, my ex-boyfriend could not even dare touch me with a 5-foot stick. I mean, even though we do have 2 kids, but that part is just over with.
Okay.
What did
she say? She said that her ex-husband couldn't, or ex-baby daddy or whatever, couldn't touch her with a 5-foot stick.
Right.
So the door's closed on her
Door's
side.
closed.
That don't mean
on that side, but that don't mean that
he wouldn't have stuck the stick out there.
But he said, but she said he's with another woman now, right? Yeah, Loren. Everybody ain't.
You have
doing
a
that.
very black and white way of thinking. I love that for you. I love that for you.
Mostly black.
Mostly black.
Mostly black.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Hello.
Hey, good morning, Loren. Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
So I am a person with a child, and me and my child's father know each other since high school. We joke around and all that. He's married. We never cross those boundaries because we just respect each other's spaces.
Mm-hmm.
It takes maturity. Not every baby mom out here sleep with their baby daddy.
That's right. Now, what does he joke to you about? He say things like, "Yeah, don't act like I wasn't the first to hit it." Now, you know what I mean? He say stuff
that's
like
kind
that.
of like a flirt, though.
That's too much.
That's a flirt.
That's not flirt.
That is a flirt.
That's a flirt.
But does he make those type of jokes? What do y'all joke about?
He do make jokes like that, but we friends.
That's a
and
flirt.
he's
Right.
married.
Nah,
He's
See?
still,
Because if I'm the
That's
other
a flirt.
significant
We
other,
don't
what's
cross
so
that.
funny? What are we laughing
That's
at?
not flirting. That's factual.
That's
Was he your first?
That's
but
a flirt
why
fact.
is that? What does that have to do with you raising your kids?
Because every now and then you got to remind her.
Why? That's that arrogance. I told
That
you.
is. That's you right. You're right.
But that is a flirt. Now, you said you have a child and men are scared to date you?
Hello?
She joking with her baby father.
Damn.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like, I think if you and a
you
y'all
crazy.
are friends. Like, that's the mother of my child. We joking around.
I'm
we got
sorry, y'all.
We got our own little inside jokes that don't nobody understand.
I don't have kids yet, and Lord, I pray when I do. I hope I'm never that mature.
I'm never that mature.
No, that is too much.
That's too much of a flirt. Yeah, that's a
not
flirt.
flirting. It's just factual.
Oh, I hate it for that.
I don't
That's
mind y'all having a great relationship, but some stuff is just out of respect. Because if I was
It's out of
the
bounds.
flirt,
That's out of bounds.
If I was the joke, now your chest hurt and you got asthma.
But she might say it too. She might say, "Yeah, I was the first person to make you, such
And
a."
her man would have a heart attack.
That is too much.
Don't tell your man.
Now don't tell you. You need to be
inside
quiet
jokes
today.
between you and the mother.
That's
of
too
the
much.
child.
That's flirting. That's a problem.
You're in the timeout corner. You sit and take 5 minutes and think about the things you just said.
I understand that as a man. I walk in and be like, I hit it.
See, you go. That's too far. 800.
Just be humming it around the baby daddy for no reason.
See, that's your problem. 800-585-1051. We're talking, ladies and fellas. Is it okay to date a woman with a child or a dude with a child? Because people are saying if their old relationship, it leaves the door open for them to holler again. And Charlamagne said he would walk around singing "I Hit It First."
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying I can see where that joke could happen. That's a nice inside joke.
It's not funny. It's not a joke.
Mothers and fathers of children.
We'll discuss when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Talk about it. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, Loren Lorosa is here. She's our guest co-host. Yep. And we're talking about Ari Fletcher. She was doing an interview with Carisha. And what was she talking about, Loren?
She was talking about co-parenting with G Herbo. And Carisha, in very Carisha fashion, asked her, what is that like? Because you're hard to pass up on. Does he still try and,
holla?
Yeah. And she said he says stuff.
You know, with all the ass, it's hard to pass on you. How's it co-parenting with her? We still be trying to you. Because I'm quite sure when he tried your son off, he be like, damn, look at that ass. It's like, how's the co-parenting for real? And do he still be trying to you?
He says things, but we're never in a setting where he can be like, yeah, let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't never in.
So what you be saying? What's your response?
I think it's a joke. Like, I don't even take him serious. Like, sometimes, if you overdo it, it's like, okay, stop, you doing too much. Like, I got a like, that's, but
respect me.
I don't take him serious like that. So it's just be like, boy.
Okay.
See, I don't like that either.
What?
You got to say specifically what I said. Because what if G Herbo's in a new relationship?
Right.
G Herbo's woman is going to want to know, well, what you be saying to Arce?
I tweeted after I saw this video. The next morning I woke up and said, did someone check on G Herbo last night? Because I know his girlfriend was cussing.
That's
him
what
out.
I'm saying.
Because if it was, I would be pissed.
She want to know. And by the way, G Herbo could be saying innocent stuff like, damn, you look nice today. Or damn, you been working out. You know, you looking right. Like, that's what's wrong. That's just compliments.
Nah, B.
Why not? Nah, B. We don't know what my point is, we don't know what he's saying. But when you say something like that on such a public stage, the internet, you don't leave. Don't leave things up to the internet's imagination.
Like this: if you ain't gonna say it in your workplace, don't say it to your ex. Would you say that to anything up here? Damn, you look good. You working out? Would you say that to anybody up here besides me?
You.
You know what?
What? You asked me a question. What? I don't understand what's wrong with the truth this morning.
But also, no, your truth is a little.
What?
It's a little off.
You just don't believe me, Loren. I told Loren about.
You've been lying all day.
I have
now
not.
you in a timeout corner. I don't know.
Let's go to the phone.
I don't know what's happening today.
Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up? This your boy Dingo. What's good, y'all?
Dingo.
Oh Lord.
Hey, how we doing?
What's up, bro? What's your thoughts, Dingo?
Well, I'm biased now, man. I done made a firm stance, and I'm not messing with no more baby mamas, period. All right? It's not just the complications of the baby daddy. It's just too many other distractions, and it's preventing me from having a complete family. You feel me? I don't want to be bothered with that.
Hold on, you got to explain this to me a little bit more. Now, give me a little bit more of this context. I need more context.
Well, I don't like outside influences, Charlamagne. And I believe that a baby daddy and an unhappy baby mother, it creates an outside influence for that new partner that decides to come into either one of their lives. And I don't like outside influences. So if I'm in this house with this woman, we raising these kids together, it's my responsibility now, though.
Now, Dingo, I think what you're saying is more what Loren is saying, because if a baby mother or baby father still has influence on the person they have a child with and influence on their new relationship, then they still got feelings for that person.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's real.
I mean, first of all, you shouldn't have, like, if I'm dealing with a guy that has a kid, his ex shouldn't have an influence on our relationship, but I can't say anything to them about how they choose to raise their child. I just have to support what they decide to do. I think that the line gets kind of confused when, like, there's like a sexual attraction or like anything that doesn't have to do with the child.
Well, I think if you still have influence on their new relationship, then I think there is still an attraction.
That's not true though, because if I, like, you know, if anybody that has been married and has a family, if you guys were to like split and you go and you marry another woman and y'all create a new family, your ex would have to have some sort of influence because she wants to know how her kids are being raised in that other household. Like, that's a real mature relationship, but that's different.
But that's not influence, though.
Yeah, I think that's more of being concerned.
Concern, yeah, that's not influence.
Like, influence is like, yo, you shouldn't be dating that dude. Bro, what's up with that dude? Is he doing right by you? And you know what I mean?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with you.
But if you listening, that means that you still got feelings for.
Yeah, as long as little Tata get his Fruit Loops, don't worry about what's going on.
But anything you won't say in front of your new girlfriend, you shouldn't say at all.
Yeah,
like there's no way you got a new girl and you're like, damn, you working out, you looking good. You're not gonna say that in front of your new girl.
What you talking about?
Forget it. Yeah, forget it.
I'm never gonna have a new
Drake
girl.
got you all off today.
I'm never gonna have a new girl, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Pick a side, me or Drake. Pick a light skin, me or
I don't
Drake.
even like those hypothetical. I can't even put my mind in that hypothetical.
Pick a light
scenario.
skin, me or Drake.
What are you talking about?
We got rumors on the way, Loren.
I told y'all already. Me and Drake planned this whole stuff out, but Loren don't believe that.
So basically, he's picking Drake.
You picking Drake?
Yeah.
Drake pays me.
Drake got more money, is what he's saying. You a real city girl.
You a bird.
I like that for you.
You just spent the weekend with me in Vegas, and now you picking Drake.
I didn't spend the weekend with you in Vegas.
Yes, you did.
I spent the weekend with iHeart.
No, you spent the weekend with me.
The weekend with iHeart.
Did we spend a lot of time with each other? Yes or no?
A little bit.
Did y'all fly back? Y'all flew back commercial?
No. We flew back first
flew back commercial. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
See, Drake would never. Drake would never.
We even passed the chapel. Me and him passed the chapel together too.
Charlamagne.
See, we got rumors on the way.
You believe that, but you don't believe nothing I say. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, we do have some more rumors on the way outside of y'all relationship. Crazy Bone, we gotta, changing the vibe in the room a bit. Just sending some prayers up for Crazy Bone. It's been reported that he is in the hospital in LA fighting for his life.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
We got more details when we come back.
That's right. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren Lorosa is our special guest host today.
Delaware's own.
That's right.
Delaware's finest.
Now we got
What you get so excited for?
Because I just
it's
am.
just you and Joe Biden. I mean, I'm just playing.
Don't come on. Don't. There's a lot of other things happening there besides
Tell 'em.
cool.
Like what? Tell them.
What you say? Delaware has Delaware State University.
Okay. What else?
We have great people and families there.
Okay,
People
all
come
right.
there to buy homes.
Joe
and
Biden.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden is there too. A lot of great businesses and things.
You didn't think this one out?
Nah,
at
she
all.
definitely thinking that. She from there too.
Because
just
don't
out
do
here
that.
repping
Y'all
it.
just gotta come. I was telling Envy, Bill Bellamy was there for HBCU week and he was joking about being in Delaware. He ended up on 5th and Madison, which is where you don't want to end up. But once you leave 5th and Madison, it makes you realize how much other great things are happening in Delaware because you see the beauty after you see all the darkness.
Okay.
All right.
Shout out to us.
Just shout to everybody in Delaware.
Went to Delaware.
All right. Now we got rumors on the way. What we talking about? Give us a little tease.
We are going to get into Crazy Bone, him fighting for his life in LA currently, and then we are going to have to go to Krishan and Blueface.
All right. We'll get into that when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren Lorosa is our special guest host today.
Delaware's own.
That's right.
Delaware's finest.
Now we
Yes.
What you get so excited for?
Because I just
it's
am.
just you and Joe Biden. I mean, I'm just playing.
Don't come on. Don't. There's a lot of other things happening there besides
Tell 'em.
cool.
Like what? Tell them.
What you say? Delaware has Delaware State University.
Okay. What else?
We have great people and families there.
Okay,
People
all
come
right.
there to buy homes.
Joe
and
Biden.
stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Biden is there too. A lot of great businesses and things.
You didn't think this one out?
Nah,
at
she
all.
definitely thinking that. She from there too.
Because
just
don't
out
do
here
that.
repping
Y'all
it.
just gotta come. I was telling Envy, Bill Bellamy was there for HBCU week and he was joking about being in Delaware. He ended up on 5th and Madison, which is where you don't want to end up. But once you leave 5th and Madison, it makes you realize how much other great things are happening in Delaware because you see the beauty after you see all the darkness.
Okay.
All right.
Shout out to us.
Just shout to everybody in Delaware.
Went to Delaware.
All right. Now we got rumors on the way. What we talking about? Give us a little tease.
We are going to get into Crazy Bone, him fighting for his life in LA currently, and then we are going to have to go to Krishan and Blueface.
All right. We'll get into that when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got our special guest co-host, Loren Lorosa, with us. And let's get to the rumors.
Loren LaRosa. So I've been here for a little bit. I've been here for a minute.
This is the Rumor Report
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
on the Breakfast Club.
Lauren came in hot.
You know,
Didn't she, right?
I came in telling the truth. So we want to send some prayers up for Crazy Bone of Bone Thugs and Harmony. So reportedly on Friday, he checked himself into the hospital after he began coughing up large amounts of blood. There was later a CAT scan that revealed that there was a leaking artery in one of his lungs. So there was an emergency surgery that took place, and despite that emergency surgery, doctors were unable to staunch the bleeding. Now, he does suffer from we went over this word too, and I can't. Sarcoidosis?
Circle delay? Circle Soleil?
No.
What did you say, Lauren? Come on now. Get this right.
It's a rare inflammatory disease that causes the organs to become covered in lumpy nodes. And now he is sedated and he is on a breathing machine, unable to breathe unassisted. So his fellow Bone Thugs and Harmony member, Busy, wrote "Pray for K" on his Instagram. Yes.
Well, sending healing energy to Crazy
Absolutely.
Bone, man. That's crazy. He's only 50 years old. You know, I didn't even know he had an underlying condition.
Me either. And these are just reports too, so I'm not for sure, if there was anything else that kind of comes in the mix of this. But I know I saw somebody post, like one of the producers that he works with was just like, we were just in a studio like a few days ago.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what y'all pray for, but I pray for good health every day. Like good. That is like in my top 3 things that I pray for and I wish for all my family and all my friends. Like because you 50 years old is very, very young.
Yeah, things just happen.
Yep.
Yeah, and you think about it, like you said, he was just in the studio. He checked himself into the hospital to see that, make sure everything was okay. And the fact that he's sedated now is just very scary. So, like we tell everybody all the time, make sure you go to the doctor yearly, twice a year. If there's anything that you're feeling, get those checks, get those colonoscopies, get the I think what was the thing called when they check your heart? What was that procedure called?
Oh man, I've had everything. I've had everything from the EKG to a stress test to the Soren. What's the Soren?
I asked you because I didn't know.
I can't remember.
Yes,
it's the Soren heart
they check your heart and make sure your heart. Yeah, so.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is, he knew about his condition.
Yeah.
So that's the even crazier.
And sometimes too, I will say, like, even when you're getting all those checkups and going to the doctors and stuff, like with me, I'm caretaker with my mom and my grandmother. I just went through something with my grandmother where we were telling the doctors, no, this isn't right. She was saying this isn't right, and they were still saying, nope, it's indigestion, it's whatever. It turned out to be a minor heart attack. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Right, and it's one of those things where it's like we knew, but my grandmother's older, so she wants to go with what her doctors are saying. But if you know yourself and you know your body, I tell her all the time, don't nobody know you better than you.
That's right. You know when something wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, sending some prayers out to him.
Absolutely.
Now we're gonna move into another vein of things. Blueface and Krishan, they are still going at it. So recently, over the weekend and leading up into honestly this morning, Blueface had been blasting Krishan online. Now it's interesting because a few days ago he came out and said, you guys remember she had that video that surfaced where she was carrying the baby or not carrying the baby correctly. He came out after that, the baby was in the strap carrier on her chest, and said, hey, she's a new mom, you know, let's show her some love. Now he's saying she is a bad, unfit mother. He's claiming that, so their baby has a hernia and needs surgery. According to Blueface, Krishan pushed back that surgery, and he actually flew to Baltimore for the surgery to be there to support. And then he found out when he got there that she had pushed back the surgery. Let's play that audio.
So I'm like, all right, I just give her a little bit of time to, like, you know, fill it out. And then she finally, like, told me, like, the baby had a hernia, he's gonna have surgery or whatever. Just nothing major, just regular shit. And I was like, oh, damn. So that's really why I went out there. So I'm like, all right, damn, I gotta at least see this through with her.
So the baby had complications?
Yeah. So I told Jaden, like, you know, I told Jaden this, and then she kind of like, beat me up. No, she beat me
so
up.
you
Really?
told, wait, you tell Jaden, I got to go see the baby because the baby has a situation, hernia.
Yeah.
And when you told Jaden this, she wasn't supportive of you?
I mean, not like, she didn't approve, all right? Let's just put it that way.
That's Whack 100 podcast, right?
It is.
Give that man his credit, Loren.
We didn't even get to it yet.
Oh, okay.
Whack 100, Adam 22 are sitting down with Blueface in this interview. I don't know what platform it's on though.
I think it's No Jumper, on the No Jumper platform. I think whatever that platform they have.
I'm not sure.
I think
know
Adam's
they have
platform.
their own podcast.
Yeah, they have their own podcast. Yeah.
But okay, so the Jaden that Blueface is talking about is his first kid's mom. Which to me, it just screams there's issues, because I don't care what's going on. If your baby has a health issue, she shouldn't have an issue with you going to see about that child. But basically, he said that when he arrived in Baltimore, he got there and Krishan was lying about his son's health. He says that she had been pushing back the surgery and missing appointments so that she can do what she wants. He went to Baltimore thinking it's a surgery, and they talking about she missed the appointment. He then posted a photo of his son, including his son's genitals, and he wanted the world to see. He was trying to make a point about how bad of a mom she is. He said, this is what my son's penis, or can I say?
What?
Yeah, I can say that word. This is what my son's penis looks like, and she's worried about me.
All this is playing out on social media?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Man, defund social media now. Please build a wall around the internet. What the hell?
What's Twitter? I like Twitter,
but nobody needed to see all of that.
No, this was a bit too much. I also feel like too.
Nobody needs to even know all of that.
And you know what's crazy? Krishan went live on Instagram after this, and she said a lot of things that I were like, girl, what? But she said that though. She said, I don't even know if I was going to tell the internet about the hernia. Now you get on here, you're in this interview, and you're talking about our son. What's your issue? It like you have an issue with the kid because of me? Like, what's the real problem?
This is what I will never understand about the internet and about social media and about people and their obsession with the internet and social media. Who are you trying to convince when you're putting this stuff online? Who are you talking to? Why are you making all of these strangers privy to information that's going on in your life? That's a conversation that you should be having with the mother of your child and your circle and your family. But none of that needs to be online.
I think we passed that a long time ago with Krishan and Blueface, because they put everything online. Like their whole.
It ain't just Krishan and Blueface, it's everybody. But yes, they do it a lot.
Well, they're the most. Like they put everything. If they get into an argument, if they get into a fight, if they drink too much, if they whatever it is, they put everything on there. So I think their whole life plays out. So it's almost to the point where they feel like Instagram is their family. Like they got to report to Instagram. But it's sad because it's some of these things don't need to be put on Instagram.
Not at all. None of this should have made it to Twitter, Instagram, wherever.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Well, that is your rumor report. Charlamagne, who you giving that donkey to?
Man, I need President Joe Biden to come to the front of the congregation. We like to have a word with him, man. His speechwriter should come to the front of the congregation, too. Y'all tried to make him sound cool for the Congressional Black Caucus. It didn't work out for you, did it?
Hold on.
Huh? Come on up.
Ah, boy. All right. Well, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
I was donkey up the day. Made it.
Damn, the hee-haw again.
It's time for donkey of the day.
I ain't trying to be donkey today no more.
They should be embarrassed by what they already did. I'm not making these people do these things.
Called donkey of the day, and it really caught me off guard. Damn, Charlamagne, who got the donkey of the day today?
Yes, donkey of the day for Monday, September 25th goes to the 46th president of the United States of America, Joe Biden. Now, Joe Biden gave a speech at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative conference on Saturday. I repeat, President Joe Biden gave a speech at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's annual legislative conference on Saturday. The reason I repeated where he was at twice is because the audience is very important in this situation. You're talking to black people. Okay, not to mention all this stuff is written for the president, so his writers going to share some of this hee-haw too. Okay, now President Biden was honoring recipients of this year's awards that recognize individuals who have made significant contributions to society. One of the recipients was the great James Todd Smith, LL Cool J. Dropping the clues bombs for LL Cool J. And while giving his speech about LL, this happened.
And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LL Cool J. By the way, that man's got biceps bigger than my thighs. I think he's spent.
LL Cool J. We'll get back to that in a second. A lot of people are upset that Joe Biden referred to LL Cool J as a boy. As you can hear, he corrected himself on the spot. You know why Joe Biden corrected himself? Because he's 137 years old. He fully understands the word boy in the racial context around a white man referring to a black man as boy. See, boy is absolutely a white racist word when used in a certain context. And I know that because I'm from South Carolina, dropping the clues bombs for South Carolina. And because I was raised watching Good Times, okay? And a young scholar by the name of Michael Evans broke that down to us. Why boy is a white racist word, if I'm not mistaken. It was season 1, episode 9. You remember this, right?
Boy is a white racist word.
That's all you needed to hear, okay? Once you knew that, you understood that boy was a white racist word. When the word boy is referred... when somebody uses the word boy to refer to an adult black man and the speaker is white, that takes on a whole different meaning. And do you know in Alabama, a white supervisor passed up a brother for a promotion and called the brother a boy, and that black man sued? Yes, he worked at Tyson Chicken in Gadsden, Alabama, sued his employer for workplace discrimination. Look up the case. His name was John Hithen. I think I pronounced his name right? Hithen, Hithon. He sued his employee for workplace discrimination. And two separate juries awarded Hithen back pay and punitive damages. And the U.S. Supreme Court agreed that the use of the word boy could be racist and needed to be examined in the context in which it was spoken. And it sent the case back to the 11th Circuit. Now here's the rub. On the third trying of the 14-year-old case, the 11th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals disagreed and threw out all prior rulings on the case. My point is context and meaning matters. Okay, boy is a white racist word. Joe Biden knows this. That's why he corrected himself. But I'm going to tell you what I found egregious. The fact that Joe Biden got LL's name wrong to begin with. Can we hear that again, please?
And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LL Cool J.
Okay, stop. LL Cool J. Why did the audience laugh? They should have been correcting him on the spot. Okay, I don't know if that was Joe Biden or the teleprompter or the Delaware education system, but here's the thing.
Another shot at Delaware.
It wasn't. I didn't even know why I said that. I don't know why I said that. But listen, here's the thing. Joe Biden should not need a teleprompter to know there's not two J's in LL Cool J. Okay, LL Cool J is a man who has been rapping since President Joe Biden was my age. Literally, Joe Biden was 44. I'm 45, but Joe Biden was 44 when LL Cool J dropped his debut album, Radio. Okay, LL Cool J has been white famous for at least 35 years. There's not too many more recognizable celebrities on the planet. It's not like Joe Biden was speaking on somebody relatively new, someone he wasn't familiar with in any way, shape, or form. It's LL Cool J, not LLJ Cool J. How did he say it? Let me hear it again.
And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LLJ Cool J.
LLJ Cool J. LLJ Cool J. Look, this is a prime example of it. Doesn't matter how many black people you are around. Doesn't matter how many black people you have in your administration. Doesn't matter how many black people you have right for you. If it's not authentic to him, then it won't come off as authentic to anyone. Okay, y'all keep trying to make this 197-year-old man sound cool simply because he's talking to black people, and there's nothing more uncool than someone trying too hard to be cool. What's that quote? Don't try too hard to be cool. It always shows, and that's uncool. Yes, that is President Joe Biden. Please give Delaware's finest, President Joe Biden, the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the dog.
Don't try to not represent them now, Loren.
Of the day, you are the donkey of the day. Yeehaw.
I don't like this.
What? What don't you like?
Delaware ain't got nothing to do with the fact that that man don't sit alone in his room.
You gotta represent. You gotta take him the good and the bad. Y'all got a president. That's big.
We do. Yes,
That's
we do.
big.
LLJ Cool is hard as All right, BET, we see y'all tomorrow. Peace, BET. But let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Boy. Let's talk boy.
Okay. Is it a white racist word?
Is that a white racist word?
Context matters. It's all about context and meaning. That's all it is.
Because Philly, they say bull.
That's different.
They say bull. That ain't
Bull,
that
right?
ain't boy. That's bull.
But in the South, they say boy a lot, right?
You're proving the point.
I'm not asking the question. I don't know if y'all say boy. We don't say boy. We
It's
say
not a
what's up,
term
my
of
guy?
endearment in
What's
the
up, my
South,
end?
though.
But we don't say what's up, boy.
That's why I said context matters. I could be like, yo, that's my boy right there. You know what I'm saying? But I don't refer to grown men as boy. You know what I mean? I don't do that. I try my hardest not to do that. But then there's times where you can be in a group, like, you know, we could be at something like the IR Festival, and they be like, all right, boys, time to move. You know what I mean?
That would feel a little funny.
That's still, yeah.
I definitely heard that.
You heard that this weekend?
Yes, but he was talking to a bunch of people, black people, white people. You know, I find it more disrespectful that you're not acknowledging the women. Because it'd be a group of people and it's women. They're like, all right, boys, time to move.
Yeah. But if they say you two boys from the Breakfast Club, come on over here. I'm gonna feel the way.
I'm gonna tell you, suck my D on the spot.
Wow! Don't threaten them with a good time.
Yeah, not in Vegas. You're right.
Threaten them with a good time.
All right. You got win
now. 800-585-1051. Let's talk the term boys. The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Can I do some coke off it too?
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the term boy. Now, this came from your President Joe Biden. He was
Delaware's finest.
He was talking about LL Cool J or LLJ Cool J, and this is what he said.
And two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LLJ Cool J. By the way, that boy's man's got biceps bigger than my thighs. I think he's spent.
So we're asking 800-585-1051. We're talking the term boy.
He's just old, y'all.
Yeah, I don't like the term boy.
Well, I don't like the term either, and I feel like it hits different from white people. But he corrected himself right there on the spot.
He did.
Well, he corrected himself because he understands that boy is a white racist word. You know what I'm saying? That's really all it boils down to. And it's always been historically like that. Context matters. White people routinely would describe black men as boys to suggest they weren't on equal footing with
demeaning.
them. That's all. You know what I mean? And this happened during and after slavery. Because black people weren't viewed as full-fledged people. And they weren't viewed as mentally, physically, or spiritually on the level of white people. Like, they actually looked at us as physically, spiritually, and mentally inferior. So that's why they would call us boys.
That's right. It was meant to be demeaning, but I also feel like, he did, correct himself, but I just think it came out natural. Like, that's his natural conversation, natural talk, and he caught himself saying it and be like, oh,
And it was
Let me
cringeworthy
fix that
too,
right.
because it's LL Cool J. It's like, what do you mean?
I think it was worth that he got LL's name wrong and added another J. But
no, that was the point that I think that was the old. Like, that was just him being an old man.
Nah, it
and
don't
he
have to
probably
be.
couldn't even see the teleprompter.
That don't have to be, because there's a lot of famous white people that I don't know their names. I don't know who they are.
I get it wrong on purpose.
Huh?
I do it on purpose because they do it to us.
Why they
so
all look
much.
alike?
I do it on purpose. I will see Kelly Clarkson and be like, "Yo, Ariana Grande," or like I will like Kelly. I knew Kelly Clarkson was performing Saturday, right? And I was looking forward to seeing Kelly Clarkson, right? We went out there, we watched Kelly, but I was like, I can't wait till she perform fireworks. I told all the people, I can't wait till she do fireworks. It's gonna be so dope when she do fireworks. And they was looking at me like, that's not Kelly. That's Katy Perry. And I'm like, oh,
same difference.
So I'm like, okay, well, let's go see Katy Clarkson.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's go to the phone line.
Lord.
Hello, who's this?
Warwick.
He said, "This is our boy."
Yeah, it's Warwick.
Warwick, what's up? Talk to us.
I thought you said this is our boy Warwick.
Nah.
Hey, it's Warwick from Charleston, Charlamagne. How you doing, my man?
843, what's happening?
Hey, it's happening. Hey, so obviously you know the issues that we have with racism around these areas. But I was in the post office one day and patiently waiting for my turn, and a white gentleman was in front of me. And when she finished with him, she respected me as, "Hey, what can I do for you, boy?" And at that moment, my whole life flashed in front of me. And I specifically said to the lady, I looked around, I said, "Ma'am, there's only two kind of boys in this world, and that's white boys and cowboys. And I'm not one of them. So I really would appreciate it if you respect me the same way that you respected that gentleman." And she looked at me. She had this old Golden Girls type hairstyle, but that just set it off right there for me. But after I said that, she apologized, and I immediately turned around and went to a different post office, man.
And see, that's the thing that people don't understand about being black. I've been in meetings. I actually wrote about this in my second book, Shook One, but I've been in meetings, and I remember I was in a meeting with the president of this network, and he was like, "Boy, you really doing your thing." And like, it took me, I don't remember even what the meeting was about, because all I was stuck on was that.
Right.
But then when the meeting was over, he was like, "Boy, it's raining outside." You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, that's just how he talks.
Right.
You know, but I missed I didn't miss the whole meeting just because I was just stuck in my head about, now, how black should I get in this moment? Like, should I say something? Like, did he mean it the way I think he meant it?
Right.
Those are the things that people don't understand being a black man. You got to be a black man to understand that.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Deanne.
Hey, Deanne. Are you Caucasian?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so what do you think about the term boy?
I think that everyone should know that it's racist in context. It diminishes personhood of the one that you're calling boy. If a white person is calling a black person boy, it's straight up racist. Although in Joe Biden's case, I really do think it's a matter of age. He did correct himself right away, and I think it's just because I'm a middle-aged white lady, so people that are and I work with teenagers all the time, so to me they're still children, so I might accidentally slip. I like to think that I wouldn't, but I think in his case it's just age that made him, LL Cool J is still young, very young to him. But everyone should know, I'm 54 years old, and there's no reason any white person should ever say it. They ought to know better.
Especially if you're talking to grown-ass men.
I would like to, pardon?
I said, especially if you're talking to grown-ass men.
Legendary.
Exactly. When you're talking to a grown man, you should definitely not use that word. And I also want to say I love your reference to Good Times growing up. The Jeffersons and Good Times and All in the Family, those were shows that really helped me. I grew up in like a super white area, no lack of diversity, but those kinds of programs, they're master classes. People should still go back and watch them today. They're just as relevant and beautiful today.
Jeffersons too?
Yeah, I love the Jeffersons.
Okay.
So
what the hell does Jeffersons got to do with this?
I don't know, because he always said crack ass, I don't know. But I was going to say this too. Another thing that's different what she just said is, LL Cool J is a 50-year-old man. He's a grown-ass man.
I just told y'all that.
I know, but
when LL put out his first album, Joe Biden was our age.
It's not like he was a teenager and you said boy or a young adult. Like LL's a grown ass man.
But a lot of times they be doing that because they be wanting to sound cool. Like, oh, that's my boy. You know what I'm saying?
No, it wasn't. It didn't give that though.
Nah, it didn't.
No, it didn't.
Like the him messing up the name for me, I was like, okay, he's old, maybe he just can't see. But the boy, when I heard, I was like, ooh, it gave. You are that age where you know, boy, what's going to come next? A cracking of the whip?
Well, to your point, remember I talked about that case during Donkey of the Day about against Tyson Foods, the guy who sued Tyson Foods. The U.S. Court of Appeals decided that boy cannot be considered a racial slur unless it's prefaced with a racial marker such as black. And that decision has always sparked controversy because white people typically didn't call anybody a black boy.
Nobody said black boy.
They simply said boy.
Correct.
You know?
800-585-1051. Let's discuss.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Talk about it.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about your president, Joe Biden. And he
Delaware's own.
Talking about LL Cool J. This is what he said.
Two of the great artists of our time representing the groundbreaking legacy of hip-hop in America, LL Cool J. By the way, that man's got biceps bigger than my thighs. I think he's...
So we're talking about the term boy. A lot of people on the line. Hello, what's your name?
This is Turkisa.
Hey, Turkisa, good morning. We're talking about Joe Biden saying boy. What's your thoughts?
Turkisa, you're definitely black.
You know I am. So, one of y'all. Look, I saw it, and when I heard it, he tried to rename him Toby. When he said boy, I heard him say, that man Dingo got some nice muscles. That's what I heard.
You heard all that. See, that was wrong with people. That's why you can't leave things to people's imagination.
You heard all
that man Dingo got him some nice muscles.
Because
that's why words don't matter no more, yo.
Why?
Because people hear what they want to hear. Whatever a person feels you said is what you actually said. It doesn't matter what you actually said.
Hello, who's this?
That man Dingo got some nice muscles on him.
How y'all doing? Good morning.
Good morning. What's your thoughts? What's your name?
Man, my name is Rashad.
All right, what's up, Rashad? Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, the word boy in Texas is very offensive, first off. I mean, a white man cannot call a grown man boy in Texas without a conflict or a conversation.
So you thought it was disrespectful, racist, and demeaning?
Yes.
Okay.
Very.
I'm not against anything that you said. Like, listen, we know boy is a white racist word. It's just all about context. We know this.
Hakeem.
Yes, sir. What's up, MD?
Good morning, brother. How you feeling?
I'm doing well, brother. How you doing?
Good. What's your thoughts on that term, boy?
Boy, man, it's a white racist word, man. I've always grown up with, and when it's coming from a white person, you know, even if a black man was 80 years old, they refer to him as boy. I used to get these lessons back from my uncles back in Virginia. And so I also believe that when women use the word boy, it's disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Similar to the N-word. You know
no, it depends on context, though. Because if a woman said to you, boy, I'm going to put this poom poom on your face.
Oh, boy, you killed it last night.
Boy, you put it down last night.
Hold on. Charlamagne, why you didn't see the way that he looked at you when that just
he always look at me like that.
I did not look at him.
I'm just glad you noticed that.
I watched you.
I'm just glad you noticed
and you
that.
did all of this.
You see all the neck moving?
Yes.
Right. That's not a flirt. That's a flirt. That's not a flirt.
Context matters.
Boy, stop.
And all the context clues.
That's not a flirt. Man, he talking about flirt this morning. Was that a flirt?
Your demeanor just completely changed.
That was leaving the back.
My inner hood rat.
Now, Loren.
Your inner sexy rat.
Lauren.
That was your inner sexy rat.
Lauren, was that leaving the back door open?
I mean, yeah. The back door was definitely open.
Boy,
and he
stop. Okay.
What's the moral of the story, boy?
Boy is a white racist word. That is the moral of the story. And, you know, y'all got to go do your own Googles as to why boy is considered a white racist word. But it's all about context. Context matters. That's all it is.
All right. Now we got rumors on the way. What we talking about?
Yes, we are talking about Meg Thee Stallion coming out at the Beyonce concert and Travis Scott's phone being lost at sea in the Gulf of Mexico.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We have Loren Lorosa, our special guest host. So let's get to the rumors.
Loren Lorosa. So I've been here for a little bit. I've been here for a minute.
Move out the way. Made it.
This is the Rumor Report.
I think a lot of people will recognize the voice and the name.
On the Breakfast Club.
Loren came in hot.
You know, I came in telling the truth. So Meg Thee Stallion came out and surprised an audience at the Beyonce concert, Renaissance concert. Now, you know this is big because it's Houston and, like, you know, Meg is just that girl there.
They're both from Houston? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're both from Houston. But it was even bigger because maybe a few days prior to that, Drake was in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you'll remember Drake shot some lines at Meg. People would say at Meg Thee Stallion. I believe that they were for her too. We talking about the whole Tory Lanez situation.
Mm-hmm.
So in Houston, Drake is on stage and he says, "Hey, there's a woman named Megan here." We have that audio, I believe.
I gotta give a shout out to somebody in here that's been with me since the beginning of my career. Her name is Megan. Meg something, Meg Luck, whatever you know her. She been there with me since day one, like real built this with me. Real H-Town legend. Shout out to Meg one time, for real. Not that Meg, this Meg.
So y'all heard the not that Meg.
Right.
So he wanted to make it clear. So, you know, now she comes out on stage with Beyonce, which is a dope moment. But Beyonce is very vocally supportive of Megan when she comes out on stage, which is huge. She says, "Don't she make y'all proud? She makes me proud." And a lot of fans online, a lot of the Beehive were talking about the fact that you don't really hear Beyonce come out and, like, you know, "I'm proud, I love you." And I think that she made a point in doing so because of after the year that Meg Thee Stallion has had.
And she's always been giving it up to Megan. And I think that you got to remember too, when you're from a city and you do a record with another person from that city, especially somebody up and coming, and that record ends up being a #1 record, y'all win a Grammy for it. Like, that's big. Like, nobody can ever say you never put on for your city. You know what I'm saying? Like, Beyonce put on for Houston in a real way. You know, that's one of the things that artists always get, right? Not even just artists, anybody that's successful from an area, they want to, well, who you giving back to, who you helping out.
Right.
Like, Beyonce gave Meg a major look by getting on Savage Remix.
100%. I just think too, for someone to be as big as Beyonce, it's like what she did with Lizzo, where at first they were like, "Oh, she took Lizzo's name out the song," and then she made it a point to send Lizzo some love. To see an artist as big as her take that stance is always going to be like a thing as well too.
You know what else I was thinking too? And it's just me because I'm a trans fatty. I was sitting around thinking to myself, I wonder if Beyonce ate Trill burgers before she went on stage or after. Because I would think if she ate them before, it was a little bit heavy.
It'd be too heavy. Probably after.
If she ate Trill burgers before she went on stage,
she might be a little gassy.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, so she probably waited until after, right?
Probably after.
Ooh, if I was one of Beyonce's dancers and she hit the move and then you just have to eat it. You have to take it.
That's one thing I want to know. I really do.
I'm sure she ate after.
Bun B or salute to Angie Beyonce. I want to know, did Beyonce eat the Trill burgers before or after?
I'm sure after.
So she ate them before and still went out there and did her thing like that?
You can't enjoy it. You rushing through it. Your nerves is crazy. She's home. You know what I mean? The other members of Destiny Child were there. Like,
you gotta be light.
Going
you
on.
gotta be light before the performance.
Yeah.
After you just
she probably ate it after.
Yeah, after.
Salute to Trill burgers.
Shout out to them. So Travis Scott is next up on the Rumor Report. So over the weekend this came out, and of course this turned into so many memes, which is sad on one end because Astroworld, anything related to that is always going to be sad because people died. But Travis Scott, so they, in the Astroworld lawsuit, were trying to seize Travis Scott's phone as evidence. And his lawyer had to come out and say the phone could not be seized because it was lost at sea at the bottom of the Gulf of Mexico. So his attorney claimed that his phone was lost after it fell off a boat in the Gulf of Mexico back in 2022. And, you know, when depositions happen, they want to go through everything. They want to see text messages, calls, all that stuff. Of course, Twitter turned this into, of course the phone is lost at sea because you don't want us to see what else is in that phone. And on the other hand, people are saying, well, we got to really think about this. Like, if it's lost at sea, what is there that they don't want people to see? Because, again, people were killed behind Astroworld. So,
or maybe it just really got lost at sea.
Yeah, maybe he was on vacation and he fell out the boat, like you said.
I really don't understand what's the point of them wanting to see the phone, because what could be in that phone that we didn't already see at Astroworld?
Yeah, I don't think that to me, I wouldn't think that there's anything in his phone that would, like, it would, maybe they're thinking that, like, there's text messages after or something like that would, a conversation he had. But it was very evident. You watched on the stage what happened and saw that he didn't see certain things happening. So
I've said this from the beginning. I always thought it was very unfair, how Travis Scott was treated in that whole situation, because some things are just simply out of your control. That's not the first concert that's happened to, and sadly, it won't be the last. Because whenever you're doing these big festivals with it's 80,000, 100,000 people, the only thing you're relying on is them people controlling themselves.
Yeah, but when you're as big as Travis Scott and you are like he is the live show like person, you know what I mean? Sometimes they make a target out. I wouldn't say a target, because people died. That's unfair. You got to understand that too. Like, they want someone to answer for that.
But not even
you're
that.
the biggest in the world right now.
When it's a name, when it's a celebrity attached, it gets more media, it gets more press, it makes it bigger.
Because
that's
the
exactly
real
what
issue
it is.
here is with this. There's so many layers before it got to Travis Scott.
Correct.
That's where the real issue is. But we wouldn't even care to talk about this if Travis Scott's name wasn't attached to it.
Correct.
So it's just one of those falls.
What Loren said is absolutely true. It's so many people that had to fail at Astroworld in order for that situation to happen.
Yep.
Like, so it's just like, I always thought it was unfair, all the flack that Travis got. Like, that he was not the sole responsibility of that situation.
You take the good with the bad, though. And then just to clarify, because some people were saying, well, why is the phone not backed up? You know, you could plug your phone in and back it up all the time. So Travis Scott's attorney said that his phone wasn't backed up at the time because they were worried about hacking concerns and didn't want any content of his phone to ever be released. So,
Sounds
so
right
they
to
won't
me.
get that phone.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report. So let's get to the mix. I'm going to start off with some Usher. Of course, he's doing the halftime show at the Super Bowl this year, so it's only right that we start the mix off with Usher on this Monday. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got Loren Lorosa here. She is our guest co-host this morning.
Yes,
and we got a salute to everybody that went to the iHeartRadio Music Festival. Had an amazing time. Got a chance to see Lil Wayne, Lil Durk, and J. Cole. They performed All My Life together for the first time ever. Public Enemy, that's Chuck D, Flavor Flav. They haven't performed in 5-6 years. They performed.
They haven't performed together in 6 years. I'll tell you this, man. After watching Lil Wayne, I mean, of course, objectively, even if he's not your personal favorite, you got to put Lil Wayne in your top 5 all the time. Really, top 3 if you're being honest. But we know Usher's doing Super Bowl 2024. We already said for 2025, it has to be Lil Wayne and Drake and Friends. And when you see him close out something like the iHeartRadio Music Festival, which is literally probably the most diverse lineup of artists you're ever going to see on any stage. Everybody from Lil Wayne, the Foo Fighters, the 30 Seconds to Mars, the Travis Scott, Kelly Clarkson. He headlined the first night, bodied it. Had everybody in that building losing their mind. Didn't matter whether you was black, white, brown. I would think that's the kind of boxes you got to check off in order to be able to do the Super Bowl halftime show, right?
I agree.
You have to be able to cross over through all demographics like he does. So Lil Wayne and Friends 2025 New Orleans. Lil Wayne, Drake and Friends 2025 New Orleans.
Let me ask you a question. Flavor Flav gave us a clock.
Oh, I bought it.
Oh my gosh.
Flavor Flav gave us a clock to hang in the
legendary.
Breakfast Club. Yes, to hang in the Breakfast Club studio, which is pretty dope. So there it goes right there. That's pretty dope.
I like that he gave you the bedazzled one.
Yeah, he gave us the bedazzled one.
Bedazzled clock.
Yeah, it fits your personality.
And he was like, y'all really gonna put it up in the studio?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we're gonna pull up in the studio. I think it's
going
over
up.
Did he have like an extra one once he took that one off?
He actually wanted that one back at first, and then we talked him into giving it to us for the studio.
Yeah, he gave it to iHeart, but he said it was a loaner, but then he gave it to us.
He gave it to us.
Yes.
Just out the Flavor. All right, when we come back, we got the positive notice, the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. It's time to get up out of here. Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do, man. I want to simply say good people sometimes make bad decisions. They mess up and they let other people down, but that doesn't make them bad people. We all make mistakes.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?